Hi, so today we are going to speak about Soullana's smart contracts. I recently got a comment on how they work, and even though I am not an expert on smart contracts and I do not code, I can give you a little bit of guidelines on what smart contracts are, how do they work, and what we use them for, and what to do in a case like mine where you don't know how to code. So let's get to it. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Soullana. I'm a full-time professional artist, and here on this channel I share everything about art business tips and tricks, things that you can implement into your business and make it grow. And also I'm diving into NFTs and crypto, so some of the topics are related to that. So if you are an aspiring artist, or if you would like to dive into NFTs and crypto yourself as a creative, then this channel is for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like and follow. Put the comments down below if you have any kind of questions. I'll do my best to answer them as quick as possible. And yeah, let's get into the smart contracts for Soullana. So what are smart contracts? The overall term for smart contract is that it's a piece of self-enforcing software that is managed peer-to-peer. If you don't know what peer-to-peer means, it basically means that everybody's computer can now become a server, which means that there is no more need for third-party servers that allow communication between two computers. Now each computer can serve as a server and give access to files and information. So there is no more need for a central server to process that information and to be able to share it across the network. Basically, what that means for smart contracts is that they provide coordination and an established framework for agreements between network shareholders, which completely eliminates the need for traditional contracts and third-party services. Smart contracts are often implemented to formalize simple agreements between parties, or to create digital assets, or to support organizational processes. Smart contracts from a user standpoint work a lot like vending machines. Let me elaborate. So what I mean by that is you basically select a contract or a ownership form or anything else really, and once you purchase the asset with the correct digital currency, you will get it directly to you. Let me give you an example. I have my own collection of NFTs. So instead of selling my art, for example, on Etsy, where we have a third party that provides a certain service, I put it on a blockchain where that piece of art, it's not going to just be a digital copy of my painting. I can actually send the actual painting to the new owner, and the digital footprint, so an NFT, it's the authenticity certificate that can never get lost. So it's permanent and it's forever on the blockchain. So that's, for example, from the artist's standpoint of view, how this can work. You can of course do digital art and not have an exact physical product. That NFT or that digital asset can be representative of a membership. So now we have a different type of an agreement or of a product. So there's a lot of things that blockchain and smart contracts offer to us that we can now do differently that we used to do in the past, where we didn't use the blockchain technology and smart contracts. Another thing that is very important when looking at smart contracts is that smart contracts have embedded certain information, reinforcements, rules, whatever it might be, that get enforced automatically. So, for example, let's take a PFF profile picture NFT project. So a smart contract is going to contain information like the attributes of each avatar, or how many of them in percentage, which are rare, which are not so rare, what type of attributes they have, how many there can be minted, and so on, who is the original creator, and so on. So all of this gets reinforced automatically through the smart contracts. Another important aspect of smart contracts is the security. So documents in a physical form can get lost, destroyed, put in a place where we don't remember, whereas on the blockchain and through smart contracts, these things are permanent and forever traceable, and there basically is no privacy in there. If you want to look something up, you will see it on the blockchain, so it cannot be hidden. Therefore, it provides a certain amount of security when it comes to stealing or losing things and your assets. Let me give you another example of smart contracts being implemented into real life. For example, like buying a house. Before, you needed solicitors and assistants and advisors and so on. Now all of these through smart contracts get taken away. You have a house that you want to sell, you've put it on the blockchain and it can get purchased to that, so there is no third parties in between. All the details and information and rules and specifications are embedded into the smart contract, which gets automatically reinforced. So basically it also saves you money when it comes to this type of third-party services that we currently still need. Okay, so now we covered the basics around smart contracts. I won't go into more details because it becomes very technical. So if you want to have a research on that, definitely do it. And if you would like to dive deeper, now let's cover the part on how you can work with smart contracts, especially if you don't know how to code. If you know how to code, then you will go in your coding programs and do your thing. But if you don't, then there is a couple of options that you have as a no-coding person. So let's dive into them and look at what we can do. Okay, so what are the options that we have if we don't know how to code? Okay, one option is if we are talking about NFTs, then you can choose not to do your own smart contracts. So you can basically utilize the platform itself and not do it through your own smart contracts. What it means for you is that your NFTs depend on the platform that you are using. If this is Soullana, then if something happens to Soullana and your NFT project is published directly there, you're going to lose it. Obviously, you still have the NFTs and you can just re-upload them somewhere else. But that's kind of an issue that happens when it comes to smart contracts and not using them in your own projects. Similar thing happens on OpenSea, for example, where you do have an option to directly upload your smart contracts when you are doing your minting your NFTs, which Soullana doesn't have. This is probably the cheapest version that you can go for. Now, the second option that you have would be obviously getting somebody, either one on your team of developers or on your team for the project, depending how big your project is, or partnering with somebody, giving them then royalties from the sale or whatever else agreement you might have, or actually contracting somebody to write the smart contracts for you. So this is your second option if you have a budget, if the idea is massive or big and more like a business, not just I don't know, let's say I personally, on the project that I have now, which is my limited edition NFTs, I wouldn't get somebody to code for me, because it's not in such a big aspect. So it's not a business as itself, it's part of my business as an artist, so I don't see the need to have my own smart contracts. I use directly Soullana and OpenSea as they come. But yeah, collaborations or actually paying somebody to write your smart contracts is your second option. And now let's get to the third one. Now the third option that I'm going to mention here is actually a service provider. So they're called thirdweb.com, and what they do is they give you a no coding option for your own smart contracts. They work with different networks. Soullana is not yet a part of them, but they have it projected on their website and said that it's coming soon. So it will be an option for Soullana. At the moment is, for example, OpenSea, and there is various more. So you can basically register with them, which is for free. Create your smart contracts with no coding, and then deploy it from their website to the network that you want to. The catch here is they are charging a commission from like a percentage from the sales, so you pay them this way for their services. I think it's a very good option. I have a couple of friends that I'm following that have done it this way, and it worked just fine. So there are options for you to look at, especially if you are a solo artist or just one person. Sometimes teaming up with somebody and gaining knowledge from a different perspective, it's a great thing to do. Plus you have somebody else on the project with you, and it's not so alone. If you're an artist like me and you just want to give yourself an opportunity to open yourself up to new audience with your NFTs that are representative of your actual originals, for example, or prints, then you can easily do that by yourself and go through third web, or directly upload on the network without actually using custom smart contracts. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it wasn't too complicated. If you have any kind of questions, additional questions to this topic or around crypto and NFTs, put them down below in the comments area and I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said, I am not an expert on coding, but I hope these basics open up a path for you that you can follow and then go on a research journey yourself and see what suits you and your project best. And yeah, don't forget to click the subscribe button and notification thingy bell, so that you stay up to date. There is new videos coming out every week, and like I said before, I'm covering topics on art business. Also some self-development will come in the future, but at the moment mostly art business tips and tricks, and then NFTs and crypto. So share it with somebody who might need it, and I will see you very soon for our next video. Bye.